the former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Thomson Reuters, a cybersecurity researcher who described being recruited to vet hacked Hillary Clinton emails last year by a GOP operative tied to President Donald Trump's campaign team, has been interviewed by the FBI's special counsel, Robert Mueller, Business Insider has learned. Mueller interviewed Matt Tate, a former information security specialist at Britain's government communications headquarters who tweets us at Pwn all the things, several weeks ago, said a source familiar with the matter. The interview was part of a broader effort by Mueller to examine the relationship between the longtime GOP operative, Peter Smith, and the former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, and whether Flynn played any role in seeking out the stolen emails during the election. Smith killed himself in May after talking to the Wall Street Journal about his experience. The House Intelligence Committee has also interviewed Tate in its investigation into Russia's interference in the 2016 presidential election, CNN reported. Tate declined to comment. A spokesman for Mueller's office also declined to comment. Mueller interviewed Tate months after Tate published a first-person account of his interactions with Smith on the national security blog Lawfare. In a piece titled "The Time I Got Recruited to Collude with the Russians," Tate recalled how Smith had approached him to help verify the authenticity of emails he said were given to him by dark web hackers. Smith implied that he was a well-connected Republican political operative, Tate wrote, adding that Smith had contacted him because he believed that Clinton's private email server had been hacked, in his view almost certainly both by the Russian government and likely by multiple other hackers too. Tate said he went along with Smith's request because he wanted to find out more about these hackers, and whether they were pranksters or part of a larger Russian intelligence operation. He said he never found out. But he wrote that it was immediately apparent that Smith was both well connected within the top echelons of the campaign and he seemed to know both Lieutenant Gen. Flynn and his son well. Tate said Smith also listed the top Trump advisors Kellyanne Conway, Steve Bannon, and Sam Clovis as part of a group he had formed to conduct opposition research on Clinton, the 2016 Democratic presidential nominee. Tate's interaction with Smith went on for at least a few weeks, Tate wrote, and at one point Smith sent him a document detailing the company Smith and his colleagues had set up as a vehicle to conduct the opposition research. The company, KLS Research, had been set up as a limited liability corporation in Delaware to avoid campaign reporting, Tate wrote, adding that he didn't view the document as merely a name-dropping exercise. This document was about establishing a company to conduct opposition research on behalf of the campaign, but operating at a distance so as to avoid campaign reporting, Tate wrote. Indeed, the document says as much in black and white, he continued. The combination of Smith's deep knowledge of the inner workings of the campaign, this document naming him in the Trump campaign group, and the multiple references to needing to avoid campaign reporting suggested to me that the group was formed with the blessing of the Trump campaign. Flynn was forced to resign as National Security Advisor in February after reports emerged that he had misled Vice President Mike Pence about his communication with Russia's ambassador to the U.S. at the time, Sergei Kislyak. That communication is now under scrutiny by Mueller, who is also investigating Flynn's son, Michael Flynn Jr., NBC reported last month. See also. New memo suggests Russian lawyer at Trump Tower meeting was acting as an agent of the Kremlin.